today is the first day that I take the bus by myself, and now that you guys know a little bit more about me on a personal level about my social anxiety, you might wonder, how is it possible, for one, for me to take the bus by myself, and how is it possible to be speaking English to a camera on a bus in Vietnam when I have social anxiety? This is something that I've been doing for a long time, you know, vlogging my life, and so I've pretty much gotten used to talking in public to a camera, pretty much to myself, in English. So this is nothing new to me. Things that are more difficult for me are things like phone calls. Like, I would rather talk to people through a camera in English when my language stands out here in Vietnam. I stand out here. But it's easier for me to do something like this than it is to make a phone call. I'm heading to the supermarket, so I'll see you when I get there. I switched cameras. I'm actually in the store where I bought these earphones, and I'm wearing earphones today to drown out the noise of everybody, and this is what really gets me. It's crowded spaces and noisy areas. That's what really, like, whew. When I went to KCON, I had a really hard time because it was very crowded and very noisy. So I had to really do some breathing exercises to get myself under control because crowded areas are really hard for me. But in order to get through it, I have to kind of put myself in these situations so that I can kind of like learn to cope with it and deal with it. Hopefully in the future these situations will be easier for me, but right now it's a struggle. I get very anxious, and sometimes the store ends up playing super loud music in certain areas, and that gets me really anxious too. So I'm just trying to navigate around with this social anxiety, and I'm glad that I can share it with you guys now and be able to be open and honest with you, because I didn't know what it was like last year. It was just a couple months ago that I realized it. I'll tell you guys more about like seeing a doctor and all of that and my experience with that. I'm getting ready to go into the hardest section for me, which is the produce section. It's usually really crowded, small spaces. It's just really hard to get through. So I'm going there right now and gonna get all my vegetables. This is the area that's hard for me because it's hard to get through sometimes. And there's just lots of people everywhere. What helps me in this situation is having a list. So I keep a list on my phone or on paper, and I just look at my list and go for everything I need and then get out. That's pretty much my strategy. I had to ask these people to stop taking pictures of me. They all stopped to take pictures. All I'm trying to do is pick some of these. Today is one of those days that I don't feel like taking pictures with people, being stared at. Obviously, I can't help being stared at because this is just my situation, but I would just like to get my stuff and go. What annoyed me was that I told them no already and they still were just like standing there taking pictures of me. So then I was like, no. I shooed them away. It's days like this that it's hard to be a foreigner in another country. It's days where you just want to go to the supermarket and get everything that you need without being bothered. You know, I'm very patient with people, and a lot of times I take pictures with people and I have fun with it. But there are days where you just don't want to be bothered, that you just try and get through the day getting everything you need without being like interfered. You can have normal days like this in countries where you blend in, but when you don't blend in, you kind of can't choose if you go out of your house. You can't really, you don't have a say in having your personal space, because when you stand out, it's pretty much like, it's crazy. When you stand out, you don't get your personal space on days like this where you just feel like, I just want to get the stuff I need and go home. Yeah, so I'm just sharing with you guys. I'm not spitting and everything. I'm just sharing with you guys some of the struggles that I have. My experiences abroad are very positive, but these are times where like you just want to go out, get the stuff you need and go home. This is one of those days. One thing I know is the bread in this aisle smells really good. And look how cute this cake is. It was really cute because a lady like looked at me and gave me the okay, because I now have been putting my bread in the basket like the locals. It was really cute because she was like, I actually put a bag behind it so it doesn't touch the basket too much. They said that the reason they do this is because if you put it in the bag right away when it's warm, it makes the bread go bad. Oops. Okay, I'm pretty much failing at making the bread not touch the basket, but just pretty much trying to let it air out so that it doesn't get bad while it's hot in the bag. I forget how huge animals are, but when I see this, it's like, whoa, this is a huge piece of meat. I've pretty much given up on not letting my bread touch the basket. I just have to surrender to the basket. This week's popsicle is going to be grape. It better turn out good. I get so excited for my popsicles. I actually haven't had them in about a week or two, maybe like 2 weeks. I think I have everything I need, so now I'm gonna get in line. The lines aren't too long. They actually have a lot of lines open, so that's a good thing. And I didn't get everything on my list. Oh my gosh, it's so loud. I didn't get everything on my list, but I got most of everything, and everything else I can get it near the market at my house. So now I just gotta find a good line to get in. I got most of the things I need, so I feel productive and good. Got my toilet paper. I just want to share with you guys, you know, even if you don't have social anxiety, there are going to be days, if you stand out and you're in a foreign country, there's going to be days when you just want to like not be bothered, but it's kind of like you can't get out of it because you just look different. So people are going to approach you, want to touch you, want to stare at you, want to take pictures of you. But especially with social anxiety, that added, you know, attention or just stares can be challenging. And on top of that, crowded spaces, loud noises, just a lot of stuff going on. But if you really want to live abroad, travel abroad, or whatever it is, you can still do it. I try my best not to let these things get to me, and not to let challenges or anything stop me from doing the other things which I love. You know, I these are hard times like that you go through, but on top of that you have a lot of good things. You know, I share a lot of good things with you guys of my experiences and my travel adventures and just daily life stuff, and a lot of it is really good. So I have to go through these things to get to the good. So I just want to encourage you guys that just because you might have social anxiety or you look different, you shouldn't let that stop you from living your life. And that's pretty much my theme for today, is don't let the little things, even though they might seem very big to you, don't let them stop you from doing the things that you love, because it's not worth it. I am witnessing a dog and I think it's a rooster having a little moment. They're like fighting and playing. I don't know what they're doing. I feel like this is like a once in a lifetime opportunity. They're like bonding and then fighting and then bonding. I am back at the lake. It's so beautiful. The days have been so gloomy and so nice. Like, this is the kind of weather that gets me happy. Thank you guys so much for all your comments on my video about my social anxiety. I really have been trying to incorporate things that help me get through it, like meditation, deep breathing. I've been trying to go out and walk every once in a while and see some nature. When I am in nature, I just feel so comforted, and I know that the universe supports me. And so doing this every once in a while, just like, oh, it's so nice. And also, I did go to the doctor. People thought that I was just self-diagnosing. I actually did go to a doctor. Living abroad has its challenges because while I'm here, you know, while you're abroad, you don't know as many people, you don't have that community support. But I'm so much of a solo person that even just sitting here at the lake, like looking out, it's just so nice. I really do feel supported, and I thank you guys so much for watching and sharing my journey. I really am trying to just kind of gain a routine, and one of those things is meditating in the morning. I try and do that. I'm trying to get outside, trying to daily, and just walking a bit, enjoying nature, and that makes me happy. I'm very simple. I don't need that much, and this alone makes me so happy, and just staying to myself really comforts me. And so that's what I'm trying to do in these moments of uncertainty and just feeling like I don't get the help that I need. So I hope you all are well, and thank you for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye. I just saw a chicken cross the road for the first time. Are you even a chicken?